Yes, it's a mess, but I don't want to hear any smack. We're going into the new year and we're going to reset this house. This is a big old mess. We're going to reset my bedroom, the kitchen. We're going to get some organizing and some decluttering done. So get up, clean alongside of me, or just watch me get my house ready for this new year. I'm so excited that you are here today. Let's go ahead and get started. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hello sunshine, and welcome back to another video. A happy new year. I can't believe it's 2026. Today we're going to be tackling my bedroom and the kitchen for a new year reset, because as you can imagine, this is driving me absolutely crazy. It's such a mess, just a disaster. After Christmas, you know, everything kind of gets pushed on the back burner with the holiday hustle and all of that. But we had, you know, a wonderful holiday. Happy New Year. This is my first video for 2026. Let me know how you celebrated the new year coming in. I actually didn't even make it to midnight. I fell asleep at 11:30. That's actually pretty late for me. We're very early go-to-bedders. I can't even think of the way to say it right now. Oh my goodness. Tells you where my brain cells are. We go to bed pretty early and then get up pretty early, so my husband, unfortunately, was very sick. He caught the norovirus, so that's how he rang in the new year, was sick as a dog, and he was in bed 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He came home from work a little bit early because he was so sick. He is better now, so thank goodness, and so far, nobody else in the family has caught it. We do believe that I had it first, and I had a milder version of it. We're not sure, you know, what causes that, except my husband has a theory that it's because of my diet. Like, I don't eat hardly any processed food and not a lot of sugar, because, you know, sugar is inflammation in your body, and the more inflamed your body is, the sicker you'll be when you do get sick. So he thinks it's got something to do with that. I know it's got a lot to do with Jesus. I mean, he protects me because I do not want that norovirus. Is that what you wanted? You wanted some muffins?
I love you.
Y'all know I could not resist getting a little bit of puppy lovin's. Rip says, howdy sunshine, I hope you're doing great. I am so mad at myself for letting the room get this bad again, but we're not going to shame ourselves. We're just going to move on and do better. Let me know, do you guys have New Year's resolutions, or do you just like set a word for the year, pick a verse for the year and meditate on it? I personally don't set resolutions because I feel like that's setting myself up to fail, and I know that's a very terrible attitude, but I've just never had luck with them in the past. So instead, I do pray about a word, and this year my word is stewardship, and apparently that is a lot of Christian women's word of the year. So let me know down in the comments if you are one of the many that have that as your word. You know, here on my channel, I like to post things of how I'm learning how to steward the blessings the Lord has given me, and I'm hoping that that is an encouragement to other wives and mothers, or just stay-at-home women, or even working women. It doesn't matter, just taking care of your homes. Whoever's taking care of your home, I hope that it encourages you to steward what the Lord has given you. I'm so grateful for all the blessings that He's given me, and I know that if I take care of what He's given me, that opens up the possibility of Him, you know, pouring out even more blessings, so you can't go wrong there. And by taking care of the things that He has given me, it also shows Him that I love Him and I want to obey and just worship Him with everything, and it's just so fulfilling. And anyway, yeah, I hope this encourages you to do the same thing. And I'm sorry my shirt flew up my back right here. I definitely did not know it did that. I mean, it's just my back, so it's not a big deal. And should have worn a belt today. I just really wanted to get this started because as you saw, it was such a mess, and I have been dreading doing this, but I knew that going into the new year, I did not want to bring this mess with me. So I actually filmed this video, I think it was the day before New Year. Yeah, so New Year's Eve. Goodness gracious, my brain. Anyway, so getting all this trash put away. But yeah, let me know. I totally got off on a tangent. Let me know if you have New Year's resolutions and what they are. I do have some goals that I keep year-round of taking care of my body, trying to eat more nutritiously, and exercise, because I don't really exercise. I know, it's terrible, but I really want to get in the habit of that, just to steward my body well, not just taking care of my home, but steward my body, finances, home, parenting, all of that. yeah, so that's my year-round goals. Let me know what yours are. Y'all, I got kind of tickled picking up all of this mess because, as you can see, there are some gummy bears on the floor. Well, what happened was last night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and those gummy bears just jumped off of my husband's nightstand shelf. I don't know if maybe the bag had been crumpled up and then, just gradually unfurled and then finally jumped off the shelf, but it scared the wits out of me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I decided while I went through all of these clothes that I would watch a YouTube video on my tablet. So I saw that Organized Clutterbug had a new video, so I clicked that, and she was basically going over the 4 organizing styles that she has. And if you're new here, you don't know, I'm a ladybug. Let me know what bug you are down below if you've done her Clutterbug quiz. And I just love watching her content. It's so encouraging, and she makes it look so simple, and it really helps encourage you that everybody's different and everybody's home is going to be different, and you need to organize for how it works for your family. And it just makes me feel better and not like a failure because I can't be a meticulous organizer with detailed systems. That's just not how my brain works, and that's totally fine. Everybody's different. So if you have not watched her yet, that is Organized Clutterbug here on YouTube, and I promise you, you will love her. She has a great personality. She's hilarious, and she makes some really great quality videos too. I'm not going to be straightening up and cleaning my vanity today because I kind of ran out of steam after getting all of this done, but I definitely will be tackling that in another video, so stay tuned for that. But I'm thinking about moving it somewhere else in the house. I'm not sure yet, just because we're going to move the taller dresser in here because my husband got a TV on a great sale so that we can watch movies at night in here, and it's just really crowded. So do you have any idea where else we could put my little white vanity? Let me know in the comments below because I love it. I don't use it every day, but I'm going to keep it. If you are new here and this is my first video that you're seeing, hello and welcome. I am so glad that you're here. My name is Jessie and I'm married to Justin, my high school sweetheart. We've been married for 16 years. We have 3 boys together who are 15, 13, and 10. And over here on my channel, I love sharing inspiring homemaking, whether that is these weekly resets, day in the life vlogs, home decor, shopping, Bible devotionals, all of the fun things. So if you enjoy that type of content, I would love it if you would hit like and subscribe, hype this video. It lets YouTube know that you enjoy this content and pushes my videos out for others to see. I would love it if you would join us here in my little YouTube community. Let me know in the comments below if you are new so I can come and say hello to you, and I really am just so excited that you're here. And if you're not new, as always, leave any prayer request in the comments below. Let me know how you guys are doing, and if you have any video requests for this year, I have a lot of hopefully decluttering content coming. It might not be as extreme as in the past because, I've been decluttering for years and it's just getting less and less each time, but it's so encouraging to go back and watch my older videos and see where I started in our trailer and how much stuff we had to now in our house, and how we still have a lot of things, but it's not as much as it was, and it just blows my mind at the difference. So if you want to check those videos out, I have playlists created on my page. You can go click the playlist and just watch all the old footage. I have similar content to what I do now. It's just in our we lived in a single wide 3-bedroom 2-bath trailer, and I did cleaning, homemaking, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of decluttering. So yeah, you can check that out if you want to. I have playlists about other things as well, but enough about me. We're gonna get all of these clothes put away. We switched dressers and got this smaller one, so I'm just gonna put all of my pajamas in this top drawer, and I did get rid of a few pieces of sleepwear. I saw it was another creator talk about how she was tired of some days she just felt really junky, and so she decided she would get rid of all of the clothes that made her feel junky and just have the clothes that make her feel good about herself. So I got rid of a few of these things that I sleep in that I'm just like, when I don't feel well, I put them on and I just feel all blah, I don't know how else to describe it. So now, even when I feel sickly or whatever, I can put on something comfortable and it might not make me feel as bad because I feel comfortable in it. So there's a tip for you. If you don't want to feel junky, don't keep things that make you feel junky. It sounds simple, but I'm telling you, it will change your life. Speaking of life changing, y'all, I have got so much going on right now that I was telling one of my friends that I'm more overwhelmed than I have ever been, I think, in my entire life. And it's like, it feels like, that picture that they tell you to put in your head of like you're juggling a lot of different plates. Like you've got your kids, you've got marriage, you've got housework, your spiritual life, you know, all that stuff. And you have to balance it all. Well, I feel like every plate that I'm juggling right now, if one of them drops, they're all gonna drop. So I'm having a really hard time. And I did a huge brain dump into ChatGPT, and it really helped me feel better about my situation. It said, no wonder you're stuck in freeze mode. You have so much going on. There's really nothing you can do except for you need to focus on the 3 important things, which is feeding myself, hydrating, and light movement. And that will help get my system out of the freeze spot, and so I can make better decisions and move forward. So that's what I'm doing today, is I'm focusing on keeping myself fed with small, light meals, hydrating with water and electrolytes, and light movement, like moving my shoulders forward in little circles, stretching my arms up, you know, little walks around the house. Nothing major, because I stretched the other day and I was sore for 3 days. So very light movement at this point, but I just thought that was really interesting. And now that Christmas is over and we can reclaim our closet from Christmas gifts, I'm going to put this shelf back in here, and that's where I store my pants, jeans, sweatpants, all that kind of things. This is my declutter pile. Super excited that I found that much to get rid of. And then I just have individual piles of people's things. Like the boys is back there on the right side. I got to put that in their room. And then Justin's pile is at the bottom. And then the head of the bed are things that I need to hang in my closet. But y'all, we don't have any hangers. So that is on our to shop for list. Or I don't know if somebody's got some lying around that they want to give us. Like my mom has some hangers. I don't know. My point is we don't have hangers and I need to get some. And usually people have an overabundance of hangers. But of course, I don't. So those are just going to live here on my bed until I find another spot for those. While I was working in here decluttering all these clothes, I got to looking around and was thinking, when I take the garland off the back of the bed and the wreath off the wall and the little trees off of the nightstand, it's going to be so plain looking in here. I'm not sure how we're going to decorate, but I will be sharing that when I figure that out. I don't know if I want to decorate for winter in here, and I could just leave some of that stuff up for now, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'll just rip the red berries out of that wreath, and it'll just be frosted and look more wintry. But I guess I could do like maybe a few hints of Valentine's, like put some little hearts somewhere. I don't know. It just feels really plain, and I don't like just a bunch of plain wall space. So let me know if you've got any suggestions of what I could do in here. I can't spend any money, so it's got to be DIY, budget friendly. But anyway, moving on to the kitchen, I'm watching Miller Family Vibes while I get everything done. You guys, have you seen her channel? If you have not, after you watch mine, go check her out. She is one of my new favorite creators. I love her so much. Here in the kitchen, you can see it's just a disaster. So I'm going to start by putting all of these clean dishes away. It's a really good, quick dopamine hit to do that. If you come in your kitchen and it's just a wreck, if you've got a dishwasher to unload or, you know, something simple like that, just choosing one task will help you gain momentum to finish the rest of it. Because I already walked in here one time today and I was like, nope. And I went and did something else in another room to avoid it entirely. I mean, I think I folded a load of clothes or something like that, so I wasn't just doing nothing. But that's where I will procrastinate doing things and do something else to avoid doing it than just doing the task, and I have to end up doing it anyway. It's just a vicious cycle. But anyway, so get up and go do something you don't want to do right now. Do it with me. You'll feel better once it's done. Something I think a lot of people don't realize when they see my house and when it's really messy, they're like, well, your family should be picking up after themselves. Yeah, I agree, but it's also not even as bad as what it looks like. I left a clip in here in just a few minutes of my children walking in, so you can see just how small of a space this is. So any small bit of mess looks gigantic when really it's not that big of a deal. Not really sure why they left their nasty plates on the table when the trash can is literally less than 10 feet away, but I digress. We will have a chat about that later. Moms, you know, it's just every day you have to train them what they need to do, and my mom said I'll have to be doing that until they move out, and sometimes it don't stick. And also, I know I've mentioned it on my channel before that I give them a lot of grace because I do the same things and I'm an adult. My next video coming up will be taking the Christmas things down. As you can see, I still have everything up. And I mean, I have not taken down the first thing of Christmas decoration. So if you still have yours up, let me know down below. I know there were several commenters on my last video that said they wait until January the, was it 6th or the 8th? I'm not sure, but either one, you'd still have it up today, I think. What is today? I'm doing this voiceover Saturday on the 3rd, 4th, busy. Yeah, so your stuff is still up. So let me know if you're going to be taking yours down with me or if you've already gotten everything back to square one before the new year even hit. I know my friend took all of hers down the day after Christmas, and I was like, you go, girl, you get it done. I don't understand all the hullabaloo over people getting mad about other people leaving holiday decor up or taking it down early or leaving it up. Like, it's not even their house, and they are literally cussing people out online because they don't agree with it. And I just don't understand that. Like, that's got to mean that they're unhappy with something in their own life to be attacking others like that. You won't find that here on my channel. It's nothing but love and positivity towards you. Yeah. So getting this table all cleared off, and I'm going to share a teeny tiny shopping haul. Thankful that my son was home to take out the trash because my back is killing me. My Christmas money, I picked up this set of glass food storage containers, and I'm really excited about it. I'm trying to really cut back on the toxins, and microplastics is one of those that's easy to replace. And I needed some new containers anyway because we have so many mismatched lids and plastic containers. Then I grabbed a can of corn to try to make some corn dip, some more rice, and then a bag of these Santitas white corn chips. And that's my teeny tiny shopping haul for this video. This is my first time trying these chips, and they're actually pretty good. They're a little saltier than I was expecting, and they're thicker than the Tostitos that I usually eat, but these are definitely cheaper, so I'll be grabbing these at the store just to save a buck, try to stretch that wallet a little bit further. So if you needed a good corn chip recommendation. Okay, so I told y'all in a scene later I'd show you my kids in the kitchen to show you how small it is. So this is Gigantor, my son. He's my 15-year-old. He's huge. It just cracks me up. He looks like Gandalf, and I look like a little hobbit at the Shire right now. But yeah, anyway, so you can see it's a very small space, and it gets messy very quickly. But I love resetting my kitchen. It just makes me feel so good. And I'm so grateful to the Lord for giving us this beautiful house. And I really hope to, really work on my homemaking skills and take care of it really well. And just show my family love and make everybody feel safe and at peace from all the stress in this crazy, crazy world. One of the things I desperately need to do is organize this little corner cabinet because it's so frustrating trying to put the air fryer back down here. Plus, it's heavy and hurts me. I know that sounds really silly, but I have scoliosis, and lifting things sometimes is very painful. So I'm trying to talk the 15-year-old to coming back over here and putting the air fryer away for his mama because I just can't do it. And thankfully, he was sweet enough, and he did it for me. And we bargained over Pepsis because I'm a Pepsi drinker. That's like the one vice I have is Pepsi. And he's like, well, can I buy one from you? And I was like, sure. So we bargained at $2.50 for a can. Forever cherishing this hugs as long as he will let me. So sweet. Now, I know somebody is going to say, I can't believe you charge your son for Pepsi. I don't do that all the time. It's just I've only got 3 left, and he doesn't usually get to drink them. If you're curious what this giant bag is on the floor, y'all, this is still those peanuts that Justin bought at the farm store back before Christmas, and they're almost gone. But the boys joke that it's just a giant nutsack laying around the house. Hashtag boy mom. If you know, you know. P.S. The $2.50 that he paid me for that Pepsi, I'm going to save for him whenever he needs money, and I can just cash app it right back. I love when I see that parents say that, like when their kids turn 18 and they still live at home, they'll charge them rent, but they actually save that money and gift it to the kids whenever they are able to move out, and it helps them either put a down payment on a house or help them get their first apartment. I just think that's a great idea, especially in today's economy. I would love to give my kids all the, everything that they need to get started off right. I know Justin and I had a really rough start when we got married. We didn't have much at all, and we've just slowly been building it over the years. And I would just like to give the kids a good jumping off point before they start their lives out. And I don't want them to struggle like we have. So if you've got any any advice for financial success in your kids, like what I could do now to help them, put those down below. I'm interested to read about them, and I'll be writing some of them down so that I can remember them, because I really would like to set them up for success in the future. I know the best teacher is example, so I do hope to model good habits for them. This brown box that's kind of out of the frame, I'm sorry, that was my bad filming, but that's actually a bread box that Justin bought me for Christmas to go along with my bread maker that he bought me as well. So I'm really excited to use that. I still have not opened it and used it because in my brain I need to clean the kitchen top to bottom before I can cook anything. And by the time I've done that, I'm too tired to do any cooking or baking. So I told my friend I just need to bite the bullet and make the bread before I clean the kitchen. So if I do make some, I will share that with y'all, because I did have a friend of mine reach out on Instagram and tell me that if I do use that machine, to share any recipes with y'all and show you how easy it is to use it, because I just went on Amazon and picked out which one I wanted, and I just picked out one that was like Amazon's choice that had really good reviews. So I'm really excited about it, and I hope that you guys are excited to see that content as well. Let me know if you make bread. I know that there's ways you can make it without the bread machine or bread maker, whatever it's called, but I grew up with making it in the machine, and it was always so good. I remember coming home from school and we would have fresh bread and we put butter on it, and oh my gosh, you guys, if you have never had it, you are not living. It is so delicious. But I'm glad to have the table cleaned off. Now I just need to straighten up the floor in here and do some dishes. I also noticed my dustpan is really nasty in this video after I was editing it, so I need to wipe that down. It's so funny. You got to remember to clean your cleaning tools. I always thought it was funny on Full House when Danny Tanner would be wiping down his vacuum cleaner, but you got to do it. I know I'm going to be taking down the Christmas items in the next video, but I went ahead and threw both of the kitchen rugs into the washer while I'm thinking about it, so when it's time to take it down, it'll already be washed and just ready to put away for this year. I would say next year, but it's already 2026, which just blows my ever-loving mind. I wonder if this year is going to fly by as fast as last year. It's already January the 5th. What day is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Today's January 5th. See, I don't know what day it is. Already January 5th, 2026. I cannot believe it. The kids will be out of school for a holiday soon, and then spring break, and then they'll be out of school for the summer. Okay, yep, it's going to fly by. I'm calling it. So I hope that you guys enjoy your year that's going to fly by. I decided to tackle a little bit of laundry. My laundry hamper is full of clean clothes right now that need to be put away. So I'm just going to take what's in the dryer and put it back here on the countertop, and then later have the kids bring it to me on the couch, and I'll fold it while I watch a TV show. Currently, I am still watching Roseanne. I usually watch it up until the point they win the lottery, and then it's not as good in my opinion anymore. But I don't know, I might just finish it. Maybe I'll get something different out of it this time, but I just love that show. What is your comfort show to watch when you're doing laundry, or what podcast do you like to watch? Not watch. Well, yeah, you can watch podcasts too. One thing I was really excited to start was the Bible recap with the boys. I did the Bible recap on my own last year, and I was so proud of myself because I told y'all I have a really hard time sticking to routines and goals, but I did it. I did 365 days of the Bible recap. I read through the Bible cover to cover, and I feel so much closer to the Lord after doing that. And I was like, I'm going to do this with the kids. So one of their Christmas gifts was the Bible recap for kids, and I got them each a new Bible so we can go through it together. And we started it on January 1st, and there was no problems at all. They were perfect little angels, sat there and listened to everything I said, answered all the questions. You know, they didn't fidget, they didn't scream, they didn't do somersaults or flip around. They didn't stand on their heads on the couch. They didn't complain about it. And if you believe a word of that, then, oh my gosh, no. Let me tell you right now, mamas, let me encourage you. Anytime you want to dig into God's word with your kids, Satan is going to fight against you. Let me tell you what happened. He spiked my anxiety. I got so stressed out over absolutely nothing. I just got really, freaked out. I was like, oh, if I open the Bible, then, what if I say the wrong thing and I lead the kids down the wrong path? But they're already saved, okay? That's like the ultimate goal anyway, so that's fine right off the bat. But then my 13-year-old read the first chapter. He did wonderful. I didn't know he could read so well. I don't know how I missed that. I mean, I taught him how to read, and he's doing great in school, but he is a phenomenal reader. And then while he was reading, the 10-year-old started to kind of move around on the couch, and he started complaining about it, and that just drove my nerves to get shot even more. And then I got a phone call and I had to ignore that. And then Rip started jumping up and down, barking at nothing. I don't know. That dog's crazy and barks at flies. I don't understand it. Anyway, and then when it was almost over, that's when they started doing the flipping around and moving. They're like, we're done. We don't want to do this anymore, and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you what. After it was over, I was spent. Like, I was ready to have a nervous breakdown, but it felt so good to do it. And they were able to answer the questions. They watched the recap on YouTube. We talked about it. We prayed. And it was worth every single stressful moment. So let me just encourage you, if you feel like your quiet time with your kids does not go quietly at all, it's totally normal. But anyway, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and had a wonderful new year. Maybe go tackle your house today, but thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. But until then, be grateful, give grace, and God bless.